Continuous this class, we discussing about the size of the cells. The size of the cells varies in different animals which are measured in units of micron. So the average cell size varies from 0.5 to 20 μm in diameter. The cells of bacteria are the smallest in size. In human body, the smallest cell is RBC. The longest one is nerve cell. So which reaches a length of 19 to 100 cm. The human egg is 100 μm in size. So among the multicellular organisms, the largest cell is egg is ostrich. It measures about 170 mm in 180 mm in diameter. It is about 25,000 times bigger than the red blood cells. Mycoplasma of the diameter of 0.0001 mm is the smallest bacteria. So now we are discussing about this cells of the size of the cells. Size of that cells. They need to be able to pass the nutrients and gases into and out of the cells. So a limit and how big cells can be, how milk cells can be. So the largest cell gets the more difficult it is for nutrients and gases to move in and out of the cell. So as a cell grows, its volume increases more quickly than its surface area. So in the bacterial cells, so the average size you have to measure for this in the cell unit of micron. So the unit of the micron we will measure for that the cell. So in the measure for that cell. So it is varies from 0.5 to 20 μm in diameter. So in the bacteria it is the smallest one. So when we compare to this in the human body, smallest one it is the RBC and it is the longest one it is the neuron, that is the nerve cells. So the length is 90 to 100. So at the same time we are discussing about this, the human egg is 100 μm. 100 μm. So among this we compare to this the multicellular organism, the largest cell, we know that this is an egg of ostrich. It measures in it 170 mm into 180 mm in diameter. So it is a 25,000 bigger than the red blood cells. So mycoplasma it is mycoplasma it is a diameter of 0.0001 mm in smallest bacteria. So the bacterial cell is the smallest one. So in the human body, smallest one it is the RBC cells, and the longest one it is the nerve cells, and the largest one it is the human egg. So in the multicellular organism, the ostrich is the largest eggshell. It's measured in 170 mm into 180 mm in diameter. So at the time, mycoplasma it is the smallest bacteria. Mycoplasma it is the smallest bacteria. So next one we discussed about the stem cells. So do you know that's the stem cells? Stem cell it is that stem cell is essentially the blood cell capable of becoming another more differentiated cell type in the body, such as skin cell, a muscle cell or nerve cell. They are microscopic in size. Stem cells can be used to replace or even heal the damaged tissues in the body. It can serve as a built-in repair system for the human body, differentiating other cells as long as a person still alive. Stem cells are the special human cells that are able to develop into many different cell types. So this can range from this muscle cells to brain cells. So in the future, they may be used to replace the cells and tissues that have been damaged or lost due to the disease. So adult stem cells can be isolated from this body in different ways. So depending on the tissues, blood stem cells for this example can be taken from this donor's bone marrow, from blood in the umbilical cord when a baby is born, or from a person is circulating the blood. Sorry, understand, stem cells means toppal kodi sollalaya. So we are talking about this in the stem cells. So next we learn about the shape of the cells. So cells of different shapes, normally they are correlated with their functions. Some cells are oval or round, so while the others are elongated. Some cells are long and pointed at both ends. They exhibit the spindle shape. So cells are sometimes quite long. Some are branched like nerve cells or neuron. Some are doubly busy or the amoeba like irregular boundaries. So that the shape of the size. Different shapes of that cells. So spherical cells, we discussed about this. First one, it is a spherical shapes. Spherical shapes, they are round in shape. They are round in shape. So for the example, red blood cells. For the example, red blood cells. So next one, it is the spindle shape. Spindle cell, they are elongated like a spindle. Muscle cell in human beings. Muscle cell in human beings. So elongated cells, so they are shaped like a branch of tree. They are shaped like a branch of tree. That is the example for the nerve cell. They are like a branch of tree. என்ன செய்யும் மரமா இருக்கும். That is the nerve cells in the human beings. Cells have the different shapes because they do different things. The shapes of the cells get evolved to help them carry out the specific function in the body. So looking at the cell shapes can give this the clues about this what it does. So you have to see that the structure of that cell. So you have to just identify what is the function is in that the cell. So neurons are the cells in the brain and nervous system. Neurons are the cells in the brain and the nervous system. So you understand? So next one, it is the tissue. See that so that is that red blood cells, the smallest one. Smooth muscle cells. Next one, it is the neuron cell. It is the longest one. It is a branch like structures. That is a spherical in shape. That is a spindle in shape. Sorry, this is the bone cell. So that is a branch like tree like structures. That is a nerve cell. Spindle shape. This is a muscle cell. That is that muscle cells. So next one, our body is developed from the single cell called the zygote, that is called embryo. So the zygote undergoes a continuous mitotic division and forms a fetus consisting the multitude of cells of different shape, size and content. Fetal cells gradually attain the change in structure and function. This process is known as cell differentiation. So next we discussed about this tissue cells. Tissue cells are the group of cells have a similar structure and act together to perform their specific function. There are two types of the cells, simple and complex tissue cells. Simple tissue cells made up of the cells a same type or kind. So example, glandular tissue, and complex tissues made up of the different kind of tissues. Tissues of the dry skin. Example, simple tissue is homogeneous and complex tissues is heterogeneous. So next one is that tissues. Next one it is tissues. So the tissues of this the cells in the complex multicellular organism like the people organized into the tissues. The group of similar cells work together in a specific task. The group of similar cells that work together on a specific task at each level of the organization. Cells, tissues, organs, organ system. Structure is closely related to function. So at the basis of the tissues, it can be divided into the simple and complex tissues. So what is a simple tissue cells? It is made up of this cells. It is the same or kind, same type or this kind. So example, glandular tissues. So the complex tissues, it is a different kind of tissues. So that is that dry skin. Simply you see that simple tissues, it is a homogeneous one. Complex tissues is a heterogeneous one. Hetero means different. Homo means same. So next we discussed about this animal tissues. So there is the flow chart of that the animal tissues. So it can be divided into this epithelial cells, connective tissue, muscular tissue and nervous tissue. So epithelial cells can be divided into the epithelial cells, animal tissues, it is the epithelial cells, humerus tissues, cuboidal, columnar, ciliated. So at the time of this is the connective tissues, the muscular tissues and nervous tissue. So the connective tissue can be divided into three parts: areolar, adipose, skeletal and fluid, tendon, ligament, bone, blood, disc, cartilages and limb. Next one is the muscular tissue, stratified, smooth and cardiac muscles. nervous system, it is present in the neural system. So next one, it is the types of tissues. Depending on the basis of their structure and function, tissues can be classified into 4 types. So first one, it is a epithelial cell. Second one, it is a muscular tissue. Third one, it is a connective tissue. Fourth one, it is a nervous tissue. So epithelial tissues, it is a tissues for that protection in function. It is a protection in function. Epithelial tissue, it is a protection in function. So epithelial tissue is a sheet of cells that covers the body surface or lines by the body cavity. So that is the what is the covering as a lining epithelium and the glandular epithelium. So what is the function? So protection, absorption, filtration, excretion, secretion and sensory reception. That is the function of the epithelial cells. That is the function of that epithelial cells. So next one, it is that muscular tissue. So muscular tissue is for this the movements. Muscular tissue is the movements. Each muscle is made up of this many long cylindrical fibers arranged in the parallel areas. So the fibers are composed of the numerous fine fibrils called as myofibrils. So muscle fibers contract in response to stimulation, then relax and return to their uncontracted state, coordinated fashion. So muscles of the 3 types: skeletal, smooth muscles and cardiac muscles. Smooth muscles and that cardiac muscles. So you have to see that stratified, smooth and cardiac muscles. Stratified and smooth and cardiac muscles. So that is first one, it is that skeletal muscles. So that is a stratified muscles. So that is attached to the skeletal bones. The type of this muscles such as a biceps and stratified skeletal muscle fibers are bundled together. It is a parallel function. So next one is the smooth muscles. The fibers taper at both ends, do not show the stratification. So cell joints and fold them together and bundle together in a connective tissue sheath. So that is used for this movements and the locomotions. Cardiac tissues. So cardiac is a contact tissues present only in the heart. Only in that cardiac tissues is only present in that heart. So cell junctions fuse and plasma membranes of cardiac muscle cells and make up the stick together. Communication junctions at some fusion points allow the cells to contract as a unit. So next one, it is the connecting tissue. So it is used for the movements and locomotions. So it is a function of over the function of that the muscular tissue. Next we discussed about this connective tissue. Next we discussed about the connecting tissue. So connecting tissue develops from this mesoderm of the widely distributed in the body. There are the 4 main types of this connecting tissues. What are they? Cartilages, bones and blood. How to see that? So that is a connecting tissue. It is a number of this bone, cartilages, blood. We discussed about this. The major function of this connecting tissues is the binding, supporting, protection, insulation and transportation of the substance. So what is the uses of this connecting tissues? The supporting. So binding, different structures on the body structures. That is that binding, supporting, protection, insulation and transportation of substance. So our understand next one, it is the nervous tissue. This is the conduction of nerve impulse. That is the conduction of nerve impulse. So nerve tissue exerts the greatest control over the body responsiveness. So to changing the conditions. Neurons is a unit of neural system. So excitable cells, neurological cells which constitute the rest of the neural system protect and support the neurons. So when neuron is suitably stimulated and the electrical disturbance is generated which swiftly travels along the plasma membrane. So I understand. So what is the function? Nerve impulse, that is that electrical disturbance is generated which swiftly travels along it is a plasma membrane. So so that is the nerve impulse. Current shock. So all the complex organism consist of only 4 basic types of tissues. Only 4 basic types of tissues.